Joe Mazzulla is brought to you by Amica Insurance, the exclusive auto, home, and life insurance partner of the Boston Celtics. And Joe Mazzulla joins us now on the Volkswagen Dealers Expert Hotline. Tyler, if you could pot him up for us, that would be excellent. Joe, good morning. How are you?
What's up, fellas? How you doing?
Hi, Joe.
We're doing well.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if your interview today will make as many headlines as it did last week. That was awesome, at least for us.
Hey, Joe, off of your fighting comment from last week when Grant Williams ran over Jayson Tatum like a bulldozer, would that be like one of those moments maybe 10 years from now where you just say, hey, just let both teams duke it out?
Drop a coin. Let's go.
Yeah. Give him a coin.
Hey, I was glad just, Jay was okay. Just the safety in that, first. And then, I thought the guys responded well to the chippiness. I mean, I think that ended up being good for us. Grateful that there was some chippiness and chaos created, and I love the way JT handled it. I love the way our team handled it.
I thought
kind of brought a different edge out of us.
Yeah. I thought the way Jayson Tatum handled it was exactly the way you'd want a guy to handle it. He got right back up and was ready to continue playing. Like, let's keep going.
Exactly.
Speaking of Jayson,
he wasn't hurt. It was great.
Yeah. Speaking of Jayson Tatum, big one on your schedule coming up tomorrow against Golden State. There's obviously the Golden State factor, and that's been a little bit of a rivalry between the Celtics and Golden State Warriors in recent years. But in addition to that, there's this added element now of Steve Kerr being the head coach and Steve Kerr being the guy that didn't play Jayson Tatum in the Olympics. And I know you've talked a lot about this. So do you think there's a little extra juice added to this game for tomorrow night?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think, we've said it before, JT doesn't need, extrinsically things to motivate him. I think he's highly intrinsically motivated, which is one of the reasons why he's great. And I do think there'll be some extra energy in the arena. I mean, we play and coach for the Boston Celtics, the best fans, the best arena, and, I expect it to be a lot of fun tomorrow.
Have you had a chance to talk with Kerr about his handling of Tatum and sort of the decision-making that went into his usage?
Not a big talk to the other coach guy.
Like that.
Do you have
would you give him a coin? I guess that's a non-answer.
We'll skip over that.
Sorry, Joe.
We'll skip over that.
These are all just and fun, Joe. Come on.
Do you have any other head coaches that you do talk to at all? That friends, so to speak, colleagues, or peers in the league?
Will and Charles, obviously, two guys that I highly, respect, that we worked for, that I learned a ton from. I think I'm cordial with everyone. I think for me, it's more about everyone in the league is they're really, really high-level coaches and really smart. And so I think the respect factor is there because I'm always kind of studying what they're doing from a tactical perspective, a psychological perspective. So I think every guy in the league brings high-level IQ, and we all have different strengths. And I think the more you can pull from and kind of take from each guy, whether it's basketball, whether it's psychology, I think just kind of helps you, makes you better, and gives you a competitive advantage. So kind of pay attention to everybody because I think everyone's really good.
Joe, I played with guys that have had that hip flexor and have had different hip injuries, and I've seen it handled many ways where rest is recommended. I've also seen surgery where they go in and they got to clean some stuff up. How concerned are you with with Jalen having a hip thing and his game being so predicated on his explosiveness?
I'm not concerned. I mean, he's doing it well. He's day-to-day. It's a strain. And, he's working really hard in treatment every day and just kind of working to get back at it. So not concerned, and, I don't think he is either.
Okay, so you don't think it's serious? Just something to deal with, so to speak? Yeah. Okay, all right.
If I could go back to Tatum for a quick moment, back in September he said that he talked to you a lot in the offseason, and he said, Joe is probably the happiest person in the world that I didn't win Finals MVP and I didn't play in 2 of the games at the Olympics. That was odd, but if you know Joe, it makes sense. Would you agree with that? Were you the happiest person that he didn't have those things happen?
I mean, happiest is a little bit of a stretch, but I just thought it was a great opportunity. I mean, I'm grateful for the relationship that him and I have. I'm grateful he allows me to coach him. I'm grateful that he puts, a percentage amount of trust in me as a coach, and I think our relationship goes beyond basketball. And so I just thought it was an amazing learning opportunity for us to work through together, to learn kind of what needed to be learned from it. And again, I always tell them, I think it's hard, because of the instant gratification, it's really hard to just take a step back and realize two things. One, how much he's accomplished, and two, he's only 26 with so much more to accomplish. So I more just felt like it was a learning opportunity about, like, hey, with so much more to go in your career, God willing, you got the opportunities are endless for what you can accomplish. And so just grateful that, we were able to kind of talk and look at things from a different perspective. Doesn't mean I wanted him to be happy about it. Doesn't mean, he shouldn't have felt some type of way. You feel how you feel. But just thought it was my job to kind of bring a level of, perspective in that based on our relationship.
I mean, as a coach, are you kind of proud that he's turned what was a disappointing situation into a positive to get off to this hot start at the start of the season?
I mean, I wouldn't expect anything less. I think he would have gotten off to a hard start regardless of what happened to him in the past because of his, intrinsic motivation and his desire to be great. I think sometimes when you achieve some things and, you achieve your goals, you could go two ways. It could kind of bring you in a lull, or it could kind of make you even hungrier. And I think for him, it's made him hungrier, and I think for our team, it's made us hungrier. And so I wouldn't have expected him to handle it any other way than kind of how he has.
What is it about the Indiana Pacers that make them a tough matchup for you guys? Because that's your only loss to this point. That was a thrilling game. Loved the fight late in the game.
Yep.
Loved the comeback. But what is it about that team that gives you fits sometimes?
Oh, they just have a lot of speed and a lot of unpredictability. So they do a great job playing to the strengths of their roster. And Halliburton's great, Turner's great, but they got just a ton of role guys who can impact the game every single night, and they bring a high level speed, a high level of unpredictability to both ends of the floor, and they play really, really hard. So no matter what the roster looks like, because of the core of their team, the identity, it's always going to be a difficult game. And I really like the way our guys handle it. And obviously, you're not going to be at your best every single night, but to stay in it and to keep fighting, I really enjoyed going through the game with those guys.
Hey, how's the rehab for Kristaps Porzingis going right now, and is there a timetable for his potential return?
I'm not quite sure on the timetable, but his rehab's going really well. He's in there every day. He's on the court. Has gotten some shooting in, has gotten some workouts in, has gotten some workouts in against coaches. So he's progressing really, really well and working really hard at it.
All right, Joe. Well, we're looking forward to tomorrow night's game for sure. Should be a fun one.
Yeah, man.
Hey, I'm glad I'm a Celtic. I'm glad the Celtics are cheering for us tomorrow.
All right.
All right, Joe.
Very good.
Later.
See you, buddy.
See you later.